God bless you.
God bless you too. It's great work you're doing. God bless you.
It's a pleasure meeting you guys.
Very nice to meet you.
The spread book. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Spoon. I don't know.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Beautiful.
Big and beautiful.
Can we get a Belgian bun?
Can we try one Belgian bun as well? Thank you.
They seemed very happy about it. So.
Yeah.
Would you like a carry-on bag to go in it?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yes, everybody, welcome to central London. We're in Westminster Station, believe it or not, and we're starting our day off with a Greggs. Why not? We got some Greggs sausage rolls, and we got a Belgian bun, because there's nothing more British than a Belgian bun. And welcome to, I guess you could say, the real centre of London. Have a look at what you see when you walk outside. Oh my god, it's raining already, believe it or not. Wow. What a sight to behold. Now it is pissing down rain already, so that's not great. Nonetheless, we're going to try and keep our spirits up. Have a look at this.
That's him. First Greggs sausage roll in my life, in front of the man himself, Ben.
In front of Big Ben himself.
Ben is right there.
A better way to start the day.
Oh.
We don't want to go that way.
A nice porky sausage roll right there. Get that in your gob.
That's actually very good.
The rain is picking up. The tourists don't care though. They're getting soaked for the photos of Big Ben. Doesn't get more iconic than this. Give us a bite.
I'm getting wet here.
That's good. I see what the hype is about now. It's not bad at all.
Tastes a little bit like artificial meat. Still very good though.
The weather is absolutely grim here today, and there is still so many tourists. All I'm hearing is American accents every couple of meters that I'm walking. But yeah, the weather is pretty awful as well. And here, just over there, Downing Street. And that is where two-tier Keir would be living. All of the other absolute monsters that run the current state of England. Believe it or not, tonight over here at these statues there's going to be a vigil for Charlie Kirk from Turning Point USA, where everything is fenced off. All of the statues are fenced off. I don't know if these are if it's normally fenced off. It's also the day before the 13th, so I think they're probably preparing for that too. Very, very big day tomorrow. The weather is so grim here though.
There was really no reason for me to bring my sunglasses today.
Across the road there you've got the women of World War II, and you have the hats and jackets and bags of the women there. That's a beautiful monument actually. Just over here as well you've got the cenotaph. Draped around it is the Union Jack and St. George's Cross flag as well. Absolutely beautiful. Once the sun comes out, London is actually a very, very beautiful city. As you can see, look, the sun is shining down on us now, right now. And even the men seem to be wearing niqabs. But yeah, this is a beautiful place. Once the sun comes out, it's kind of a mixed bag at the moment. It's like rain and sun are clashing together and I can't really decide what's going on. But yeah, this is a very pretty place once the sun comes out.
This area here, all around Westminster, by the way, and the Big Ben, is, for obvious reasons, the place with the highest amount of crime, and I would say a good bit of that is people taking selfies, holding the camera like this, and then somebody whooshing past on a bicycle and just taking the phone out of your hand while driving past, because you have so many tourists here that are all taking pictures with the man himself, with Ben. And at the moment, because of all of the metal fencing around here, you can't actually stand anywhere close to the street, which is probably good for the tourists, because lots and lots of people would of course stand directly beside the road taking the selfie like this.
Absolutely beautiful Westminster Abbey. The style of this is just gorgeous. I don't even have the proper words to describe it. You have the bollards here, things to stop vehicles from ramming in to Westminster Palace, which is just behind us as well. And again, similar style, just drop dead gorgeous. The history that is here in England, next level. What's your name, buddy? Mark, I'm Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Nice to meet you.
Naomi.
Naomi. It's an English name.
Well,
biblical name.
We pronounce it Naomi.
Naomi, okay.
The majority of people don't understand when I say Naomi.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So there's a debate going on in here, right?
Yeah.
And what exactly is it about?
Are we on now?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. There's a debate on here for the assisted dying bill, or the terminally ill bill, for those in their last 6 months of life who are terminally ill, that they'll be given the right to be given drugs to end their lives.
Okay.
I'm a Christian, and I think this is a very dangerous thing for many reasons. The bill has come from the House of Commons into the House of Lords now.
Yes.
Legally, it's very flawed. I was actually just talking to a barrister earlier who is a peer.
Yep.
Medically, it's very flawed as well, because this will change the relationship between a patient and a doctor. And there are many people who have received a diagnosis that they've got a very short amount of time to live, and they've lived for years beyond that. So the doctors make many mistakes. And I fear coercion will take place, that they're going to push people in. And many older people do feel a burden. They don't want to trouble their children, their grandchildren. And so people are going to be pressured into ending their lives early, and we should be looking at caring for them. We have good palliative care. We could do more in that. And actually there is a God. There is a God who can come alongside and help and give people peace, and even heals, actually. And I know that there are situations of people being healed of serious diseases. So we're concerned about this.
We see similar happening in places like Switzerland and on the Netherlands as well. A lot of these countries, they've adopted this type of stuff, and people are going there to do it from countries all over the world. It's a sad state of affairs, I think, because no one should really have that right to take a life like that.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah,
we came into this world not of our own choice, and it's up to God as to when and how we go.
Yes.
And much as pain is very difficult, and I've seen people in my own family suffer and die, and so I'm not immune to these things at all.
Yes.
But God allows pain for a reason, that we actually call out to Him.
Yes.
He doesn't delight in that. He doesn't want people to be in pain. But there is something worse after this world. And Jesus Christ came into this world to save us, and to give us forgiveness of sins and a home in heaven. And that's good to focus on those things.
That message is very powerful. It's fantastic to be able to hear it, because I feel a lot of young people, like I'm in my early 30s, and we're losing hope, I think, for Europe and for a lot of the countries in Europe, because I feel like people have lost a lot of faith along the way, and I think it has to do a lot with a lot of different things. Slow erosion of our culture, our history, and the education system, everything else along like that. It's kind of teaching us to not be so proud of our history and our traditions and all of that good stuff that sort of actually built the great nations that are around us, such as England.
I think that's right. It's the rejection of faith.
Yes.
And so the people's value system, they don't know where to turn. They don't have a value system.
Yep.
And we're suddenly just going downhill. And people are losing respect for one another. They're losing a sense of value in themselves and identity and all sorts of things.
The confusion around things such as gender identity and stuff like that, all it does is cause further divide between people, and people can't unite when they're divided, or when they're not sort of on the same wavelength, I guess, and that's, you can see that it's very obvious that it's almost being done on purpose. It's pretty scary, but I think there's a lot of hope though for the future, especially with people like you guys around.
I feel like the younger generations are also turning around, especially Gen Z. For some reason, they're coming back around.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The younger generations, I think, are actually realizing the situation, and it's nice to see.
Because they're not seeing a moral compass.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're looking around for one.
Yes.
And they get that from the church.
Yes.
Suddenly they realise, and so they start going.
Yeah, it gives people a purpose, because I think that's the biggest issue that we have nowadays is life has become almost so comfortable and easy that people have lost a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
And then they find problems in other things that are not actually real problems.
That's right.
And it just causes chaos.
It's designed to do that.
Yes.
This is how Marxism was planned.
Yes.
This is exactly how they planned it
Yep.
for decades.
Yeah. Communism and Marxism has killed more people than any other ideology in the world, and that's the complete removal from God, and it's done completely intentionally.
So what's the situation in Germany?
Oh, it's very dark. Very dark.
Well, I have to say I haven't
the
lived
moment.
in Germany for a very long time. I left in 2019, so
Blimey.
we're kind of on the road for a longer time now. But yeah, my generation, like the millennials, we don't really have any attachment to the church or to religion in general, and I feel like the majority of people kind of opened the door for darkness to come into their life, and there's like no hope, which is also why our generations don't have children, why we usually don't get married, all of these things.
The erosion of national identity as well. People are not so proud. They're not proud to be Germans, obviously, because they're told that because of World War II and what happened back then. They're told you can't be proud, but none of these people that are alive nowadays have anything to do with that, but they're still being told you can't be proud to be a German, the same way the English people are being told now, flying your flag is wrong, for example.
Yes. So
it's crazy.
In secondary school in Germany, you go through the Second World War 3 to 4 times, and you are being taught that you're not supposed to be proud of where you come from, who you are, and your national heritage, basically.
Feeding into that so easily.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's just like obviously
people eat it up as well.
The numbers are being shown, and it's kind of like pointing fingers. This is your fault. If something like this happens again, it's going to be your personal fault.
Love it.
So, and I think that's why there's no German tradition anymore, really, other than Oktoberfest for the tourists, maybe. If you come from any other region of Germany, there's really nothing there in terms of tradition anymore, unfortunately.
It's very, very sad.
Yeah.
Same is happening in my country, in Ireland. We're told you can't be proud of being Irish.
What?
You shouldn't be proud of the tricolour, our flag.
I have a pal called Michael, and Michael rings me from Limerick probably every other day, or if not, he WhatsApps me or whatever, and he's trying to get messages through to Farage, Trump.
Yeah.
He's an accountant in
In Breitbart.
Sorry?
In Breitbart.
No, he's very bright.
Bright. Sorry, I missed.
That's another organisation.
Not Breitbart.
Yes.
No, I've met him here and had a few beers with him up the road. But a wonderful chap.
Oh yeah,
wonderful.
Irish people are great, but we're being told that the tricolour is somehow a racist symbol now. Even though it's the unity between Protestants and Catholics. That's all it stands for. The white is peace, the orange is Protestant, and the green is Catholic. It's as simple as that.
With the Union Jack, right?
St. George's flag is St. George, a Christian martyr, and Union Jack is the unity of the kingdom. I don't understand. It's just crazy.
They're trying to destroy national identity.
Put up by locals,
patriotism.
not by the government.
Yeah.
And if you are patriotic, they accuse you of being nationalistic.
Yes.
So the accusations are coming out, and it's a deliberate ploy, really. But we have to try and recover these things. And it is to what you're doing. It's hope in God. That's where our hope comes from.
Yes.
And where our real identity comes from.
Yeah, it's divide and conquer as well. The people will keep. They want us to keep fighting each other, when in reality, the only people who are winning are the people that are living just down there. It's crazy. God bless you.
God bless you too. It's great work you're doing. God bless you.
It's a pleasure meeting you guys.
Very nice to meet you.
Have a wonderful day.
Meeting you.
Bless you.
God
And we
bless
might see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Hopefully see you
Coming
tomorrow.
up tomorrow.
Yes, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you both.
Bye, take care.
Goodbye. I'll tell you what, this area here, Westminster, even though it's cloudy right now, it's gorgeous. The buildings, you can feel the money in the air. I feel like you can touch the money. Some real nice pubs here as well. Westminster Arms, just down there. It's very scenic. I can see why this is the real centre of tourism here in London. Wow, look at how beautiful this is. The Union Jacks. And then you have the RAF, the Royal Air Force flag as well. The sun has finally come back out and this street is absolutely beautiful. Leading all the way down, this is the Mall. It leads up to Buckingham Palace down at the end here. Jaw-dropping place.
Is it recording? It is recording. Walking around the historical core of London today, I find it quite astonishing how much history the English actually managed to wedge into this one part. You know, usually, of course, you look at cities in Europe, usually there's a historical core, but then there's like a little bit spread out here and there, where it really feels like this entire area, sort of from Buckingham Palace all the way to Westminster, it's literally just an entire historical area, which is really beautifully put together, as you can see here, with flags, with lots and lots of historic buildings, art exhibitions, palaces, churches, government buildings, statues, just about everything that you can imagine when you think of like history or things that you would like to see if you are interested in history. This is really insane, and it's very, very beautifully put together, if the weather holds up, of course.
Which it never does.
Which it never does.
It's raining on and off, on, off. Oh yes, darling, Buckingham Palace. Oh, you made it to St. James's Park.
Please do not touch
Don't
or
touch
feed
or feed the pelicans.
the pelicans.
I didn't even know that London had pelicans, so that's something new. We need to go and find some pelicans. The sun is out, we have a new adventure. We have some time to kill before this vigil that we're going to for Charlie Kirk, so we're going to go and hunt pelicans in the park.
Hello.
Hey, we found the pelicans.
I think the pelicans found us.
Wow, beautiful.
It's a train of
Look
pelicans.
at them, it's a train of pelicans.
The first one doesn't want to be followed, I think.
Oh! This is the last thing I was expecting in London.
It's a bit odd, isn't it? Isn't it?
Isn't
oh, there's
it?
another one. It's getting busier and busier. We're currently waiting for the vigil to start here. There's people from all around the globe actually coming, as you can see. How far back, how many people actually came to the Turning Point UK event, and we're very excited to be here. It's such an honour to be allowed to take part in all of this. So many people actually
Guys, so we made it to the Charlie Kirk vigil here in London. There's tons of people here. A young family man who was taken from his family senselessly just for having a different opinion. Very, very sad. It's horrendous that the world has come to this. Now people's voices need to be louder than ever. And that's why we've come here and have a look around.
his comment, I killed the white bitch.
Oh yeah, I got the. He said I got the white
But
girl.
it's not
Yeah, I got the
Haven't you heard? It wasn't political.
it wasn't political. No. He had mental health issues.
This is the problem with the media. Is if it had been the other way around, they wouldn't have mentioned mental health. They would never use that to excuse
when
it.
Charlie died, how many people were talking about the comparison of Charlie and George Floyd? I'm like, you're putting George Floyd with, are you okay?
Blue Sky was basically celebrating the whole thing. I mean, absolutely abhorrent people.
Like
on
George
that
Floyd and
yeah.
Charlie can't be in the same chair.
There's nothing on fire.
Oh yeah, okay.
And people trying to claim both sides as well, saying that it's coming from both sides.
No, it isn't. Notice how nobody here is rioting. Nobody here is burning any buildings.
Yep. No one's causing property
violence.
damage.
There's not even a fight here.
George Floyd beat women up. Charlie never beat anyone.
Yeah. Charlie just used words. He just had an opinion people didn't like.
See,
Thank you.
I think
He was
that
all about speaking about things.
Yeah.
About to open the school. I don't care.
I don't even think he had a criminal record.
And this was the thing I saw this on X. Somebody said, you just killed the last person who was willing to debate you.
Yep.
And I don't know about how you guys feel about this, but I certainly feel that, a bit like somebody made the comparison with 9/11, the world was not the same after 9/11.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
I
agree.
suspect very strongly the world will not be the same
Charlie-
Absolutely.
Charlie was probably the most moderate out of all of us.
Yes,
Most moderate,
exactly, exactly that.
From here on
Yeah.
onward, it's gonna be
gonna change.
a lot harder to have a
Yeah.
discourse.
I completely agree with that.
I feel for the conservatives down there. It must be very devastating. They lost a brother.
They've just radicalized an entire generation of angry young men.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of moderate conservatives
I don't know the man.
before
I
who
don't
would
know
say,
what they're
you know, I don't agree with everything Charlie stands for, but he has a right to speak. I think those people's minds have been shifted quite dramatically by
Now
by this event.
it's very clear where
Now
they stand.
there's not much interest in debate anymore, I don't think, to be honest. Which is a real
But this
shame.
is why I tell people, when you have a gun right, use the gun right, you know? Because the bad people have the guns.
Yesterday,
Even the good people, get your gun too, you know? It's the same thing in London. If I'm going to South London, I am going to have a knife on me because even the bad people have the knife.
Yeah.
Else I don't even bother going there.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying Charlie didn't prepare himself, but even the people around him, you know? Because he wasn't the only one.
That's true.
I mean, lots of people want
You can't
to.
even find security had no gun.
Lots of people want to use this to make a gun reform or gun control argument. But the problem is, if you get gun control, you get Europe.
Thank you.
And the problem with Europe,
Look.
I mean, there's no
There's a
freedom
lot
of
of-
speech here.
Yeah,
So
there's nothing.
yeah,
I think guns are very
you
important.
unfortunately need a dangerous
Yes.
populace that the state fears in order to maintain certain levels of civil liberties.
I agree.
Because
Just to know.
what military force is going to go and shoot their own people under orders by the state when those people can fire back? It'll never happen.
Right.
But if those people cannot fire back, then it's a bit different.
It's easier to control them the way you want to control
It's
them.
easier, yeah, exactly.
We like marching. It's a good thing.
Oh, can't Americans annoy me when they start saying it's the guns.
Yeah, well,
It's really not.
that's blue state mindset.
So the criminals are not scared of these guns. They want these guns.
Weirdly enough,
course, of course.
the Ukrainian girl.
Drug dealers happy to have the
Yes.
biggest gun ever for you.
Yep.
Good human being. Oh, it's the gun.
It's insane.
Okay.
It's also quite interesting how the Ukrainian girl didn't die from a firearm. Weirdly enough. Weirdly enough, died in exactly the same circumstances
Yes.
that lots of people in this country die, which is by a knife, not a
So
firearm.
it's not the gun.
So weirdly enough, getting rid of guns actually
It's
won't
pointless.
really fix your problem.
Thank you.
Strange
Is this, are they going to start giving us like the knives that don't chop through, like in Wales?
Yeah, well,
they've put
ones
a
that
law.
like in-
yeah,
in
true.
Wales they've put a law that because even the one that spreads
No
butter.
more steak, yeah?
Yeah, the spreadable.
The knives are
Yeah,
dangerous.
I don't know. I don't know.
Spoon.
I don't know.
We're at kindergarten stage.
Maybe it's
Just Wales is a different breed. People complain and I'm like, oh, I wish everyone would see where I live.
So the vigil is now over and we're all walking in unity down the street, mourning the death of Charlie Kirk. It's insane how beautiful the vigil was. It's so peaceful. It's, I don't know, we finally felt like we found the people that we belong to, like we found our tribe, more or less, because over the last few years I feel like all of us have been feeling quite a bit isolated, and now this is finally the first step towards unity.
Sayaandyang